आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
नमस्कार,
वणक्कम,
नमस्काరం,
खुशामदीद,
సలాంకం,
सत श्री अकाल,
మీకు అందరికీ వందనము,
जय स्वामी नारायण,
जय श्री कृष्ण,
जय जनेन्द्र,
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोल दे या अली मदद।
एंड बोलाली बता बोलते हुए सारे फीजी हम लोग बोलेंगे नीसा बोला बरजन। हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारा। मैं से फालतू बाबा
And of course myself फालतू रानी लेकर आपके लिए एक और drive time that's going to make another week totally exciting and hopefully totally मस्तानी बन जाने।
to the Bajarabo. Of course, right now without any further ado, let's bring you what's happening on the roads, Baranjan, in the Bay Area. Raste ka haal total sustabe.
It's time for the Bandu Traffic Update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
Alright, Banjan, 408-912-2479. A lot of things happening around the world, Banjan. We get to the news for sure in a few minutes. And of course, आपको मालूम होना चाहिए कि आज it might look a little bit cloudy, but there's no chances of rain as such, Banjan. The clouds will burn away by noon for sure. Might find some clouds in the evening, but don't worry, our Pam Pam show is going to be on live and burning up those clouds as well. So yeah, drought situation is continuing, Banjan. Speaking of the weather and everything, a high wind advisory on 580 east and westbound between Vasco Road and Livermore and the Grant Line Road, Badajan. Watch out for that advisory there, and it's going to be a dry day. And of course, when it's dry, you should understand that there might be chances of fire and everything, so you've got to be cautious about that. Some kind of I don't see any incidents on the Bay Area, Badajan, and the entire East Bay, West Bay, North Bay. Luckily, everybody's driving safe, I suppose. The freeways are looking light, not too heavy, but a little bit of sluggish traffic on in Oakland area, getting onto the 80 bridge. So that's something that's always has been historically a place where there's a bottleneck. Something's going to be done to the place, but they need to either change signaling part of it or try to see if they can get a solution for that, because every day, even if it's for COVID, there used to be some kind of a congestion over there. And that's the traffic update for you guys. I will also share with the weather part of it. So now quickly take a look at the headlines for you guys coming up right now from the news desk of Media Mahima Balajan. The headlines, of course, is of what's happening locally or internationally or nationally for the matter. So Faltoni, what do we have?
The United States Supreme Court takes up a major challenge to abortion rights today. A friend of the embattled U.S. Representative Matt Gaetz pleads guilty to sex trafficking. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris to headline the Democratic Asian American Summit. The United States Supreme Court also limits police power to enter homes with no warrant. Microsoft says that it investigated Bill Gates' involvement with an employee. In local news, Great America, the park is going to be reopening later this month. A vegetation fire burns approximately 10 acres in South San Jose. And you know that hum that you hear on the Golden Gate Bridge? There's like a sound that you hear all the time. So engineers are working to silence that loud hum on Golden Gate Bridge.
Well, I thought it was the traffic was giving the hum.
Yeah, well, no, apparently not. I'll bring you more details shortly.
And of course, Bajan, all that and more coming up right now. But pehle, a quick look at the Gaane Kira I got for you as well. It's a nice motivational song from this movie. It didn't do very well. Rock On 2, thanks to Notebandi, I suppose. A song voiced by Farhan Akhtar and lyrics by Jawed Akhtar Saab and music by Shankar, Ehsan and Loy.
राहें कम नहीं चल कहे दिल जिधर चल जाए हम वहीं पल पल हर कदम पाएंगे हम एक मंजर नया पल पल हर कदम पाएंगे हम मंजर नया चल राहों में निकल चल मंजिलें बदल चल थकना रुकना क्या चल यूं ही चलता चल पल पल हर कदम पाएंगे हम एक मंजर नया पल पल हर कदम पाएंगे हम मंजर नया.
That's right, Baljan. This is sung by Farhad Akhtar and of course written by his daddy Javed Akhtar Sahab, music by Shankar Ehsaan Loy. Faltwani, are you ready for your song? I hope you
Almost.
are. Your song is going to be the news, Faltwani. Don't think I'm going to make you sing. I don't think you can sing the way I sing. The raspy voice. Sheikh Abdul Said, this is the news for you guys coming up in detail. Faltwani, take it away.
The United States Supreme Court on Monday agreed to consider gutting the 1973 Roe v. Wade ruling that legalized abortion nationwide, taking up Mississippi's bid to revive a Republican-backed state law that bans the procedure after 15 weeks of pregnancy. By hearing the case in their next term, which starts in October and ends in June 2022, the justices will look at whether to overturn a central part of the landmark ruling, a long-standing goal of religious conservatives. The ruling, expected next year, could allow states to ban this procedure before the fetus is viable outside the womb, appending decades of legal precedent. In the Roe v. Wade decision, subsequently reaffirmed in 1992, the court said that the states could not ban abortion before the viability of the fetus outside the womb, which is generally viewed by doctors as between 24 and 28 weeks. The Mississippi law would ban abortion much earlier than that. Other states have backed laws that would ban the procedure even earlier. So this is a huge issue that's coming up before the Supreme Court, because this is about reproductive rights, Manajan, and we will bring you updates right here on Good Morning Bay as and when that drama unfolds.
Well, wasn't this also something in the thing where the Vatican actually sent a message to all the churches to say that if at all, in the case of abortion service, this came up 2 weeks ago, we talked about it, right? The Vatican actually released a statement saying that churches have reconsidered supporting politicians who support abortion law.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, you don't know.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So
Wow.
obviously there's a
Is that
huge-
another ABCT or is it true?
No, it's true. Hey, we shared this on the Good Morning Bay Faltwani. What are you talking
No,
about?
we didn't. About
the
Vatican?
Yes, we did.
About gay rights, yes, but not about reproductive rights. I didn't know that they're going to take it there
They
as well.
are the ones who are pro-life, right?
Yeah. Well, anyway, Manajan, so that was the update on the Roe v. Wade case that's coming up before the Supreme Court. Let's go on over to this U.S. Representative Matt Gaetz, a former Florida official central to the federal probe on whether U.S. Representative Matt Gaetz trafficked a minor for sex, pleaded guilty on Monday and agreed to cooperate with prosecutors, which may spell trouble for the Republican congressman. Joel Greenberg, a former tax collector in Florida's Seminole County, pleaded guilty to 6 charges, including sex trafficking of a minor, at a court hearing in a federal court in Orlando, Florida. Appearing in court wearing a blue prison jumpsuit with the words Orange County Corrections, Greenberg was shackled and returned to jail following the hearing. He will be sentenced at a later hearing, which has not yet been scheduled. His lawyer, Fritz Scheller, indicated his client would cooperate if prosecutors sought information from him about Gaetz, telling reporters that he will honor his plea agreement. In other news, Manajan, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris, the first Asian American to hold the number 2 position in the White House, will headline a virtual summit hosted this week by the leading Asian American Democratic Political Action Committee organizers told Reuters. Harris's attendance at the API Victory Fund's first ever Unity Summit, which will be announced on Monday, bolsters the group's effort to harness an unprecedented surge of Asian American and Pacific Islander voters in the 2020 presidential election. In addition to the Vice President, former Secretary of State and Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton will speak at Wednesday's event, which is co-hosted by the API Victory Alliance, a non-profit arm of the fund. Several Democratic U.S. senators of color, including Cory Booker of New Jersey and Tammy Duckworth of Illinois, are also expected to appear. The United States Supreme Court limits police power to enter homes without a warrant. They refuse to make it easier for the police to enter a home without a warrant for reasons of health or public safety, throwing out a lower court's decision to dismiss a lawsuit brought by a Rhode Island man after officers entered his home and confiscated his guns. The 9-0 ruling directed the Boston-based first U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to reconsider Edward Caniglia's lawsuit accusing the police of violating his constitutional rights by bringing him to a hospital for a mental health evaluation and then taking away his guns without a warrant after a 2015 argument with his wife. Lower courts had ruled at that time that the police in Rhode Island city of Cranston did not violate the Constitution's Fourth Amendment ban on unreasonable searches and seizures. So now the Supreme Court is saying that you have to uphold that particular amendment. In some news from Microsoft, Banjan, they conducted a probe into co-founder Bill Gates' involvement with an employee almost 20 years ago after it was told in 2019 that he had tried to start a romantic relationship with the person, the company said on Monday. Microsoft said it had received a concern in the latter half of 2019 that Gates had sought to initiate an intimate relationship with a company employee in the year 2000, a Microsoft spokesman said in a statement. A committee of the board reviewed the concern, aided by an outside law firm, to conduct a thorough investigation. Throughout the investigation, Microsoft provided extensive support to the employee who had raised the concern, the statement said. The Wall Street Journal reported on Sunday that Microsoft's board had decided that Gates' involvement with the female employee was inappropriate and that he needed to step down in 2020, citing people familiar with the matter. In the local news that I talked about, Bandajan, Great America, the theme park, the amusement park, is going to be opening very, very soon, Bandajan, and it's going to be opening as early as next month. And also in news, crews responded to a grass fire Sunday morning in South San Jose that burned approximately 10 acres. The fire was reported at 9:15 a.m. nearby Singleton Drive and Coyote Creek. And finally, let's come to that hum on Golden Gate Bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge is making a racket, and engineers are trying to figure out how to shut it up. The San Francisco Chronicle reported Sunday that the iconic span started emanating a loud hum following a retrofit last year of the sidewalk safety railing on its western side. The crews replaced some of the 12,000 wide slats with narrow ones to give the bridge a slimmer profile and make it safer in higher winds. But as safety was increased, so was the noise. The gusts whipped through the new slats, and the newspaper said commuters on the 83-year-old bridge had started posting recordings of the din online. It's really loud, says Anila Brister. Huge and all-encompassing. It makes you worry if this bridge is coming apart, is what they're saying.
Oh, that loud, huh?
Yeah. And the noise can be heard as far away as Daly City, it seems, about 10 miles south of San Francisco. Some people have found this to be meditative and magical, apparently.
It sounds like one of those tuning forks you have. No?
Yeah, it's
in
that
a way shaped like a tuning fork also, if you ask me.
Yeah, so now engineers are sitting to work on this particular issue, and they will hopefully find a resolution to it. So, yeah, those were the news in detail from across the United States and also locally here in the San Francisco Bay Area. There is the California Nurses Association has actually filed a plea asking the state to disregard the CDC mask guidance. They're saying that it's important to continue to mask. Let's not rush to start taking off our masks right away.
I thought California Health already has the health department already have said that it has to be ignored, and they're saying that people should maintain wearing masks.
Well, if you heard Governor Newsom's address, right? He said as of June 15th, everybody's masks come off. You're not required to wear a mask. It's not mandated.
Oh, he's saying you got to mandate it now.
Yeah. So, well, CDC is saying you don't need to wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated.
That's a federal thing, right?
Yeah, but everybody is now scoffing at that particular thing, and they're saying let's not rush into
Yeah,
it.
learning from our mistakes, better safe than sorry is what it is.
Correct.
But yeah, sad part is it'll affect the quality of life for some more time because they say, experts are saying, there's a lot of medical journals saying that COVID is going to stay with us.
Yeah.
It's not going away. It's not like disappearing from the face of the earth. Only some people are going to have it and some people are going to be asymptomatic, but you don't know if it mutates again. We don't know. If somebody wants to go and have another bat soup, God knows what's going to happen next. Yeah.
Bat soup?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is another thing. Bay Area scientists are actually now saying that they really need to find the origins of COVID-19.
Not the bat soup.
They're saying they really think that it's exceptionally important to be able to find the true origins of where COVID-19 came from.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
that's
what
they're
if
saying.
what if they're actually not able to find them because supposedly somebody has sent a rover back to China? Sorry, not China. China actually sent rover to Mars. What if everything's gone? That the proof has gone to Mars that way.
You never know.
You can never get it back afterwards.
That's true, that's
Doing,
true.
doing. Anyway,
Well,
that's
I don't know about this, yeah. But you remember I talked about Great America, Altu Baba?
it's opening up, Faldrani.
Yes, I know it's opening up. But before you get on that roller coaster, let me share this news with you, okay? This is why I don't like roller coasters. A spinning, flipping roller coaster at a Phoenix, Arizona amusement park became stuck mid-ride
Whoa.
on Saturday night, stranding nearly 24 passengers 20 feet in the air until the fire department came to the rescue.
What is the name of the roller coaster? Spinning?
Castles
Wait,
and coasters.
What is it? Spinning what?
Flippin' roller coaster.
Yeah, so now Bhajan, the management has decided to actually call it swinging, flipping, sticking roller coaster. So it'll stick over there for 20 seconds.
Oh God, it's not 20 seconds. They were stuck.
Upside
till
down?
the police, yes.
Oh my God,
in
exciting.
mid-air.
How long?
And it's called the Castles and Coasters theme park, and it's stalled along a sharply angled curve, apparently, according to photos.
So sweet. It's
Oh
like
my
a
God, it's such a
adrenaline rush.
scary thing.
Hey,
Good
you know, it
Lord.
actually probably was by design they made it that way because people have to experience that, right? That's also his experience, right?
Oh, Alta Baba, stop.
You know, they're
It's
pushing
the
limits.
scariest thing. And Badusha, I don't know if you've ever experienced it. My, what do you call the safety harness or the safety belt came off one time
Yeah.
midway during a roller coaster. And after that, I've held on for dear life. I don't know what happened. I contorted my body in such a way.
You contorted your body.
Yeah, because I was like so afraid.
Your superpower came out for you, the contortionist.
I was a contortionist.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I came back with like shoulder, like a twisted shoulder, everything.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Did you sue the company?
No, I couldn't.
You should have.
I was too traumatized.
Nah.
Alta
Anyway,
Baba.
unfortunately, I can't fit in a roller coaster, Bhajan, because I'm too big for those things.
Uh,
Yeah, you've heard of too small. Yes, you have heard of too small. I'm too big for roller coasters and all. They don't make them my size, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have gone. I've got no answer with that. My
yeah, and you know what? It's not so easy that the firefighters will just pick you up and bring you down, Banjan, if you're stuck over there, right?
goodness. Yeah, because
So-
if they cut one of those belts so there, you'll probably have a free fall. Or thud.
Why would you like? Oh my God!
I'll be like,
you're- Okay, let's just move on.
what? That's what happens, right? You go like they cut. Sometimes no sound. You'll have to have a sound at the end. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just tell you this, Banajan. Basically,
Be
this-
cautious. Make sure they oil roller coasters well.
Noah, be
1
quiet.
year of keeping quiet. See, 6
Be
months.
quiet. Even if you're going to be rescued by fire teams, Banajan, you have to jump from ladder to ladder. It's not like you're like, it's free. Oh yeah.
Are you
they
saying
will
that
pick
we
you
got to
up.
have experience playing in Super Mario?
Yeah, sort of.
Hey, but Father, I'll tell you one thing. People should understand one thing. If you're going to go back to the roller coaster rides and everything, please make sure they've tested it well, right? And make sure they are a big company because when you sue them, they've got to have enough money with them. So
Okay.
they should be scared of losing money if at all you go on the roller coasters. That also is one thing very important about the jump. And they're being closed for 1 year, pretty much 400 days. As you know, we are counting it, right? We got the 400 and something days they've been remaining closed. Typically they're closed for 180 days because of winter and everything, but this time around they're being closed all around, like almost 400 days they're being closed. So as you know, when you actually start to bring your car out of your drive, it'll go coming out, right? So imagine how the roller coaster is going to be.
I don't know. I'm so
Why?
scared too.
The Bay Bridge is humming.
The Bay Bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Banjan.
Anyway, be cautious, but that's all. A word of caution for everybody out there.
Absolutely.
Hey, but how about, okay, this is national news, I understand, but how about some news from the around the world kind of a thing? Any
Yes.
international news you worth
Yes.
sharing today?
Well, there is really sad news. There's so much bloodshed on the Gaza strip, Bandijan. Israel killed a senior Palestinian militant commander in heavy airstrikes on Gaza on Monday. And Islamist groups renewed rocket attacks on Israeli cities despite mounting international calls for a ceasefire. As the fiercest hostilities in the region in years entered a second week, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken urged all sides to protect civilians, while Washington, Egypt, and UN mediators stepped up efforts to end the fighting. The EU, the European Union, has agreed to a partial truce with the United States in a dispute over metal tariffs imposed by former President Donald Trump, and to start discussions on global overcapacity and China's trade distorting policies. The European Commission, which oversees EU trade policy, said on Monday that it would suspend a planned hike of retaliatory tariffs for up to 6 months. These would have added U.S. products from lipstick to sports shoes to and doubled to 50% duties on U.S. bourbon whiskey, motorbikes, and motorboats on June 1st. In a joint statement, Brussels and Washington said that as allies, they could promote high standards and address shared concerns and hold countries like China that support trade distorting policies to account. The United States now imposed fresh sanctions on Myanmar, targeting the governing state administrative council and 16 people, including officials, according to the U.S. Treasury Department's website, in the latest in a series of punitive actions against the country's military group that has, arranged this coup. The Southeast Asian country has been in crisis since the February coup, when the military seized power from Aung San Suu Kyi's elected government, with almost daily protests and a crackdown by the junta in which hundreds have been killed. And people are retreating to forests, apparently, and camps, because they're having the city is completely being pounded by the military junta with the gunfire and bombs. Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte barred his cabinet from talking about the South China Sea in public on Monday after weeks of strong rebukes by his ministers against China's conduct in the contested waters. Tensions between the Philippines and its giant neighbor have escalated since March, with Manila filing daily diplomatic protests over the presence of hundreds of Chinese fishing vessels in disputed portions of the South China Sea. This is my order now to the cabinet and to all and sundry talking for the government to refrain from discussing the West Philippine Sea with anybody, he said in a televised national address. If you remember, this is that autocratic leader kind of guy, right? Who like will say whatever he wants to say, and he leads that flamboyant lifestyle. India's virus cases decline, but a WHO expert says positive tests are ominously high. India reported a further decline in new coronavirus cases on Monday, but daily deaths still remained above 4,000, and experts said that the data was unreliable due to a lack of testing in rural areas where the virus is spreading fast. For months now, nowhere in the world has been hit harder than India by the pandemic, as a new strain of the virus fueled a surge in infections that has risen to more than 400,000 daily. Even with a downturn over the past few days, experts said that there was no certainty that infections had peaked, with alarm growing both at home and abroad over the highly contagious B.1.617 variant first found in India. And in terms of numbers, Pandujan, I told you already that Maharashtra has reported 26,616 new COVID cases, but it is the lowest since March 19th. So they are saying that they seem to be turning a corner.
So they've hit the peak already. Good.
Well, hopefully. They're saying that the 7-day average of daily cases has fallen for 7 days in a row, and the positivity rate over the past week has dipped below 20%, and active cases have decreased by over 1.5 lakhs during this period. Deaths still continue to be high and may stay that way for some more time, although average daily fatalities have dropped marginally in the last 2 days. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're getting in terms of the numbers from India. But in the meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacted with doctors from across the country and thanked the medical fraternity for the exemplary fight against COVID. He said in a statement that they are the people. Like he says that the power of the faith of all Indians is with you. And also, in terms of the cyclone Taukte, the landfall process has started near Gujarat coast. 1.5 lakh people have been evacuated, and I think about 16 people are reported to be dead by what happened during the cyclone landfall. So more on all of this you'll get on mediamahima.com. That's all we have time for on this morning's Good Morning Babe Bandajan. We'll be back tonight live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Don't forget to tune in and have yourselves a magnificent Monday.
चल मंजिलें बदल, चल थकना रुकना क्या,